are firing employees left and right, and no job is safe. Amazon just cut 30,000 employees,
Jesus.
Microsoft 20,000, and Oracle 30,000. That's literally 20% of their entire workforce. And the funny part is that could have been me, because I used to be a tech sales rep at Oracle.
Okay.
But fortunately for me, I left before all these layoffs started and built my online business here in Vietnam. And it's from this very YouTube channel I was able to get to 370,000 subscribers and generated over 7 figures in revenue just from content alone. Now, if you're looking to build a side hustle or an online business using AI, this is actually great news, because AI isn't just for the big corporation, it's for you and me, the everyday regular person who wants to build lean, profitable online businesses that allow you to work from anywhere in the world. Now, this isn't just a reality for myself. My clients like Sandy and Brandon are making $10,000 a month, and they started from zero, and they're able to do this because of AI. So in this video, I want to share.
I will say AI is the future, and I'm using AI right now for a lot of things. I'm finna start using Higgsfield as well this week, and I want to let you know, Claude changed my life. Willing to stand by that. ChatGPT, forget about that. Move up, upgrade, get Claude, Manus, Notebook, LM, just different things that you can need. Just use them what they're good for. I promise you, you're gonna take in more information, be more efficient, and make more money than you ever had before. And that's coming from somebody that's literally using it right now. Just putting you down. Never gonna lie to you.
What are some of the best side hustles you can get into using AI, and ultimately how you can find your path to build a massively successful one-person business that allows you to work from anywhere in the world. So let's first begin with picking your Claude side hustle. So as we get started, I want to break some limiting beliefs, because I know a lot of you guys want to build a business, but you might be paralyzed or stuck or just in your head planning all the time. So let's overcome some of these excuses, right? Some of you guys might say, oh, I'm too busy with a 9-to-5 job. Maybe you'll say, I don't have any valuable skills, or nobody knows who I am, and you don't have a following yet. And this is reasonable to think, but I want to share a story with one of my clients, Sandy. So for her, she was actually just a insurance sales manager doing a everyday regular job. But she really wanted to get into the AI space. So when we started working together, the first thing she asked me was, Patrick, how do I get into AI if I don't know anything about AI? Aren't, people are going to call me an imposter? And I told her, like, it doesn't matter. Every AI expert that you see online, they didn't know anything about AI 2 years ago, right? You can become an expert in anything you want with just a couple of months.
That's true.
And so she started learning some AI stuff online. And what's crazy is within the first 2 weeks of really getting into the AI automation game, I helped her get her first AI automation client for $3,300 off of an outreach. And she snowballed that success. And she didn't have any testimonials. She's never even done an AI automation before, but I taught her how to sell these skills online. And that's how she eventually got her first client. And she snowballed that into a successful YouTube channel that has over 15,000 YouTube subscribers now. And all of those really came within the last 2 months. And so the crazy part is she's making more than $10,000 a month with her AI business. And this is someone who is busy, who has a 9-to-5, has 3 kids, but she didn't make any excuses. So hopefully that inspires you to.
And that's what I love, stories like that, because not only for me, but it's for everybody else. It shows you that it's possible. And no matter how busy your day is, there's always a time to take on something new and try something new. I'm telling you, always gonna be worth it to get outside your comfort zone, because that's what was holding me back from AI for a little second. I wasn't comfortable with it as far as like, oh, I'm not gonna do it. I can do it later. Do it now. Do it today. Whatever you said you're gonna put off, do it right now. It's gonna take a weight off your shoulder.
Make you realize, like, hey, you can do this too, right? Now, when it comes to actually getting into a side hustle, there are a couple things you need to look out for, because there are many different side hustles available. Whatever idea you choose, you want to make sure you have speed to first client. So how fast can you realistically land your first high paying client, right? If it's going to take a year or 2 years before you get started, probably not the best option. Number 2 is, what's the ease to get started, right? How easy is it for you to get started even if you don't have an audience, no capital, and no technical skills? Third is, what's the total cost to launch, right? So what is the full cost of all the tools, all the time, and all the money that you have to spend in order to get things going? And finally, it's your AI proof moat. So with AI, and everyone's going to start using it, how likely is AI itself going to disrupt your business, and how likely is your competition going to just copy you and just bleed you out, right? So you want to check all these boxes to see whether or not a side hustle is good. And to do that, we're going to use the Claude Side Hustle Matrix. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over all the top Claude side hustles that people are talking about online, and I will compare side by side which one is the best and which one makes the most sense for you.
Let's
The
get
first
into
one
it.
is
Let's
going to
see.
be Etsy templates, digital products. You know, you've seen a ton of videos on this, right? Where you're selling like these $10 templates on Etsy. Well, the thing is, the speed to get your first client is kind of medium because you have to learn all these skills to create some kind of template and put it on Etsy. And it might be a while before you get your first sale. The ease to
Right.
get started, it is really easy because AI is doing all the work, right? Total cost to launch, pretty low. You just put it up. But AI proof moat is very low, meaning if you can make a template using Claude and you put it on Etsy and it sells for $10, what stops 1,000 other people doing the exact same thing and copying your templates, right? There's no
The only thing I will say to combat that, you can use digital products and then market it on Instagram or Facebook or, TikTok, and then you can try to sell it like that, depending on what the digital product is or depending on what the template is. So I would say go into ebooks, you definitely want to get into that. Go into courses, you definitely want to get into that because very easy, low cost. Yeah, you're gonna have to get a lot of people to sign up, but that's why you build a community with it, so it's easy for you to attract people. The bigger the community is, the easier it is for you to get money. It's all a formula. It all makes sense. Everything makes sense.
defensible moat here when you're using these kind of marketplaces in this way. Now let's talk about faceless YouTube channels and any kind of UGC content creation, right? Speed to the first client, it's going to take a while before you really start making money with this because there's so much skills you have to learn in order to get these massive views. The ease to get started, I would say it could be easy because AI is doing all the work, right? Total cost to launch, also easy because you can use so many different AI tools nowadays to get started. But the AI proof moat is just isn't there, right? Faceless, anything, anybody can just literally take your thing and copy you. So eventually you're just going to get beat out. And there are some people that make money today, but is their business going to be around 1 year from now? Hard to say. What about AI dropshipping, right? I would say speed to your first client or first sale is medium. You have to still learn a lot of skills, but you can run ads and get a client, right? Or a customer. Ease to get started, I would say pretty hard, right? You have to learn ads, product, landing pages, so many new skills you have to learn, even if AI is doing the work. Total cost, pretty high because you got to run ads or do some kind of content and get people in the door. AI proof moat, it's not much branding, it's drop shipping, so anybody can copy you very easily. And
that's the thing with drop shipping too. I would say if you're gonna get into it, I would say just use Higgsfield so you can create product ads and like try to get something popping on Instagram. Like it's always better to make a niche page and try to get something popping like that so you have a community and people you can just promote to. And if anything happens, you can sell the page or do promo or anything of that nature. But I would rather you do that than just have put a lot of money into market and promo. At least with this, you're building this page up as well. You're able to bounce some ideas off and get some viral content. It works for you. So AI dropshipping, you can dropship without having to use AI and still make a lot of money.
they will if you find any success. And what about vibe coded apps, right? Everyone's talking about that. The thing is, speed to get your first client or customer is very slow. Even though you're vibe coding something, it does take a while to still build. And majority of people who are doing vibe coding, they don't even make $100 off their app. I would say 99% of people don't. And that's actually an official statistic. Easy to get started, still very hard to vibe code something people find useful. Total cost to launch, I would say medium. You still got to pay for servers and things like that, but it's not incredibly high these days, right? AI proof moat, very low. It's all about distribution. Anybody can copy your product. So it's hard to defend unless you're really good at marketing, right? Now, let's talk about this one, which I think is actually pretty decent, and that's the AI automation agency, right? You've seen so many videos on YouTube talking about this. Speed to first client, I would say medium because you can reach out to people, some of the automation, just like my client Sandy did, so it works, right? The ease to get started, I would say it is medium because you don't have to be super technical. You can be good at sales, getting meetings, and then once they give you the money, find someone technical to do the work. Total cost to launch, it's pretty much zero, right? Because if you can get a meeting, email somebody, it doesn't cost anything. And AI proof moat, I would say it's pretty low because unless you're building a personal brand around your business, anybody can just copy the same thing you're doing, right? It's still better, I would say, than the other options, but not perfect quite yet. So now you might be wondering, okay, so what is the best opportunity if you're trying to get into this AI game, right? And I personally think it's going to be the AI services and a personal brand combination. Okay. Now, AI powered service is pretty much just any service you're providing where you're using AI to fulfill. It could be script writing, email copywriting. Technically, an AI automation would be a service as well.
I'm not gonna lie, he's 100% right about this because just looking at the last few AI sites that I've used outside of Higgsfield, they have been because someone that created it recommended it. Won't lie about that one. He's on to something. He is on to something. So I think that is the best way to do it because you can social proof it and it's like, I'm actually using it. This is working for me. This is what's going on for me. And people are actually going to pay for it. You're going to get the money on the back end from that. So like that. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere now.
And so I'll dive a little bit deeper into that. Speed to first client is very fast. When you're selling a service that's not really that technical, you're just solving a problem, and it's almost the same as just selling something without AI, right? But AI is a hot word. It allows you to get in the door a lot faster. Ease to get started, very easy. When you're selling services, there's nothing really to build. You're just a promise on a piece of paper, you get paid and you do the work, right? Total cost of launch, practically zero when you're selling a service. Okay, it's a promise that you will fulfill once they give you the money. And AI proof moat, very high, meaning if you have a personal brand and you build it around this kind of service, then it's defensible, because even when everyone's doing all this AI stuff, distribution is the name of the game. So if you have a YouTube channel, a LinkedIn profile, anywhere where you're building a personal brand, this is what's going to allow you to build a long-term brand for years to come, right? Not just flash in the pan because AI is hot. Now I want to dive a little bit deeper into exactly what an AI powered service is.
Okay, so we're gonna make another video about that, because I don't want to put too much game in one video, because you're not gonna watch the whole video. So we gotta make a part 2 so you can watch both videos. Now, we can stretch the love, spread the love. Let's get it.